to marquee, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stack, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Colts and the Texans under the lights on Sunday night.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they start. There on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Colt defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Pickens hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A Ritter's throw caught here by Dulcich.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First and 10, it's Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud off the play fake.
And his throw is incomplete.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays face off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. On second down, Colvin, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Stroud looking to change the play. Second and 1. Got Patterson on a quick slant here. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. With his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, number 15 overall. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Ridder here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run. Martin. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts going to take over now late in this 1st half. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. 35 seconds, all that remains in the 1st half as they come up on 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Final play of the half. Stroud. That is caught. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. 2nd and 4.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. Schoonmaker.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And now they'll shift things around. Stroud.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run it again with Martin. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 5. Ritter back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Another completion right back to Patterson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. This is caught. And he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Ritter now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Ritter. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll try the middle with Martin. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, it's Martin. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The sound reverberating here in the Dome. This is 3rd down. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Colts now down 28-21, a minute 45 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Stroud. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
On 2nd down, Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 4 quarters not enough for all even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Stroud.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Martin. Shrugs him off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And then the yardage of game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that. And